sitting on your knees with your legs crossed or with your legs tucked underneath you. And if you feel comfortable to do so, you can just close your eyes, maybe resting the backs of your hands on your knees. And just begin to tune into the darkness and what the lack of sight brings to you. Just going to start the class with what I thought was really good for the moment. It says all the moments count. The quiet moments, the moments of boredom and solitude, the moments of sharing, the exciting moments of discovery, the moments of grandeur, the agonizing moments when we feel sad, angry and upset. Each moment in time is equally important. Don't wait and hope for one thing, the one person, the one event that will change your life. Plummet you into the future and into your life's desire. Instead, remember that each moment is in time brings change, evolution, and transformation. So with that, just bringing your attention to your breath. Maybe bringing the one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. And just feeling where you're breathing. Maybe you can even feel your heart beating on the one hand. And as you tune into this quieter beat, just seeing if you can begin to draw the breath more into the hand with the belly, belly with the hand. So drawing the breath all the way to the base of the spine, expanding the belly. Imagining rooting the seat bones into the ground more and more. And with every inhale, feeling the lightness as though your spine is growing. Gently just tucking the chin in. As you exhale, there's a very gentle roll back of the shoulders. The heart feels like it's lifting with every inhale. We grow a few centimetres, millimetres taller. And exhale, we feel more connected to the earth, more balanced. We'll start off with a round of the Kapalabhati breathing, the fire breath. So that's a deep inhale and then active exhalations very rapidly to a beat that suits you. And it's passive inhales in between. So I'll just demonstrate. So I'll take an inhale. Should we take that together? So we'll take about 30 if you can. Take a slower beat if that feels better to you, or if you're experienced this, feel free to take a faster beat. Let's inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Just allow the breath to be normal, feeling the effects of Kapalabhati, which massages the internal organs. It also helps to get that lymphatic boost going, so to help move the lymph around our body away from the internal organs into the lymphatic ducts. It's almost like giving our sewage system a bit of a boost. We'll just take one more round here. So let's take a deep inhale. Beautiful. And just allowing your hands, back to your hands to rest on your knees. Coming back to that normal breath, tuning into anything that might have changed through that breathing, the pranayama exercise. Beautiful. If you haven't already, you're welcome to start moving. And then if you're ready, let's inhale, sweep the hands up to the sky. Look up, reach up, but keep rooting down and keep drawing your ribs inwards. So it's really easy to flare the ribs. Exhale, bring the hands behind you. Fingertips point forward, roll shoulders back as you inhale, breathe into the heart, expand the chest. Exhale, roll forwards, coming onto the hands and the knees. So we'll keep our feet behind us and remove the pillow if you're sitting on one. The hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips, and just begin to roll, finding initially quite a big movement of the spine. Maybe as you come forwards and backwards, or maybe taking some rolls, and there might be a space which feels particularly tight. Breathe into more and hold. So you can connect the breath with the movement. So maybe there's an inhale and the chest lifts, and exhale, move forward. Maybe there's some figure of 8 movements. Allowing the head to become involved in the movement as it's an extension of the spine, without cranking it or creaking it in any way. And then just bringing your hands to a nice spread out position, middle finger pointing forward, so you lift the knees slightly. Take some inhales and exhales in this position. If this feels too tight at all, too strong, just lower the knees. So the knees are just hovering an inch. If that feels alright for you, really keep the forward strong. Moving smoothly like water with the breath. So consciously you're aware of every muscle, every bone moving. And then lowering the right knee, kickstand the right knee out to the side. Inhale, sweep the left arm long. Lifting out to that left hand, lifting the arm, left armpit opening up to the sky. Maybe there's a gentle back bend, or maybe you're staying more straight. Keep drawing the navel in as you exhale to squeeze out the last of the air. As you inhale next, lifting the body up. Left hand comes down to the knee, right hand sweeps over. Let's the gaze can look at the hand if that's right for the neck, or just allow the neck to be relaxed. Bring the opening between all the way from hip to rib, all the way to your fingers. Long energetic line here. Nice inhale, let's cover the hands. Right hand down. And left leg lifts up to this side balancing position, almost like Ardha Chandrasana, we're just on the knee. The hand, I can lift up to those top fingers. Nice. Staying here for one more deep inhale. As you exhale, lower the left hand, frame the body, and the left leg stays raised. You can inhale, keep the left leg reaching high. Exhale, draw the knee towards your chin, arch the back, push the right away. Inhale, reaching it long. If the balance is with you today, you can inhale, reach the right hand long. Exhale, draw knee and elbow towards each other. Inhale, sweeping long. Exhale, drawing together. 2 more rounds in time with your own breath. Keep supporting the lower back with the active core. On your next inhale, we're going to pause here. Option to bend that back knee. Maybe the right hand reaches back for the sacrum. Maybe it can even reach back for the ankle. If you've got the ankle, maybe you can kick back just to open the heart a little bit. Check we're not crunching into the lower back here. Thinking long spine, lift the toes a bit more. Let's release. Inhale, everything long. Exhale, right hand down. Let's step the left foot through. So bringing the hips forward, checking the length of the lower back, drawing the navel in. Let's inhale, sweep both hands to the sky. Roll shoulders back and down. Maybe lift up through the hips to reactivate the core and exhale. Far down as the core and back allow. Inhale, maybe opening the heart a little bit more. Gazes to the sky. Arms are so straight, reaching with intention. some shoulder blades down the back, feeling the shoulders melt. Nice. Inhale, lifting up the hips a little bit. Let's bring the left hand down to the sacrum. Inhale, right hand reaches to the sky. Maybe right elbow, can bend behind the neck. Maybe left hand wants to hold on to it, or maybe there's even a bind, left hand to right. Nice. Inhale, reaching it long. Bring the right hand down beside the left foot and sweep that left arm all the way around so it's coming to the sky. Option to tuck the back toes and lift the back knee. Just checking how the breath is. How long and smooth can you keep that breath flowing? Like the breath is like our energy channel, bringing all that prana, which is the life force energy, into us, helping us out with the pose. So really use the breath. Nice. Let's exhale. Lower the left hand, stepping back into the plank. If this feels strong, lower the knees here. It's always a nice, comfortable option if anything doesn't feel good for you today. Otherwise, shoot the heels back. Fingers pointing forwards, middle finger in particular. And pull your tailbone towards the heels. Let's inhale here, exhale, lower the knees. Bring the chest and chin between the hands, scoot the heart through. Bring elbows underneath your shoulders. Grip the ground with your hands, your wide open hands, and then pull the ground towards you to allow your heart to be pulled forwards. Back to that really deep heart breathing. Beautiful. Exhale, lower down. Lifting back up into all fours. Nice. Take a cat-cow here just to release. Option to do so with the knees raised. Nice. Inhale, sweep the left leg long. Exhale, draw the knee towards your chin, arching your foot. Inhale. Reaching right arm forward. I think we might have done this side, sorry. It might be right leg long, left arm forwards. That feels better. Exhale, left elbow towards right knee. Inhale, sweeping it long. Exhale. 2, 3 more in time with your own breath. There's no rush to get into the movement. Just keep the movement flowing. You're enjoying and being present with every part. Inhale, flow forward. Exhale, maybe bend the back leg. Maybe that left hand comes around to touch the sacrum. Maybe even grasp the ankle, and then we kick that leg back. Flaring the toes. Let's make it a little bit more of a lifting. Beautiful. One more deep inhale here. Good. Exhale, cut with the hands round. Let's draw that knee all the way forward. Stepping it through. Drawing hips forward. Inhale deeply. Sweep hands to the sky. And hips up, tuck tailbone down, and bring hips forward. There's a little bit more of an opening to the heart here. Just checking those ribs aren't flaring. This is a real trait of mine, flaring the ribs. So drawing consciousness to the core to keep our center body really, really firm. Nice. Let's inhale, lift up here. Left arm drops down this time. Option to take the elbow, or maybe the right hand can grasp behind the back. There's almost a feeling that the arms are pulling each other apart. Doing this gently as it's quite intense on the shoulders here. Nice. Inhale. Exhale, let's release. Cartwheel the hands, left hand down, right hand sweeps to the sky. Option to straighten the back leg. Beautiful. Inhale deeply. Exhale down. Let's step this back into our plank. Exhale, lower the left knee, kickstand the left foot out to the side, just sweep the right arm long. Into our diagonal line. Really nice. On your next inhale, lifting the body up. Cartwheel those hands, right hand down in front of the right shin, left hand fingertips pulling to the sky. With those two opposing forces. Once you've found a pose, just checking the breath. It's as smooth as it can be. Inhale here, let's cartwheel those hands. Step it back into the plank. Option here to come in straight into your downward facing dog. Or exhale, lower the knees or keep the body straight as you chaturanga. Push forwards, maybe into cobra. Maybe there's an upward facing dog if the spine goes right. Breathing into the heart, let's take 3 breaths here. There's some little wiggles you want to take. And as we exhale, roll over the toes, finding your first downward facing dog. Just pedal out the toes, pedaling out the feet, straightening one leg from the other. And we're just bringing our mind to the alignment of this pose that we're aiming for, the spine elongating, lengthening, ascending towards the sky. Four points of contact to the ground, being really about hip width apart, spread as wide as you can, toes, fingers. Just thinking about the activation around the shoulders. Can you feel as though your arm is always coming around in front of you to touch each other? And feel just how that thought activates the muscles around the shoulder girdle and gives you so much more support there. Maybe as you exhale next, the heels can come towards the floor, just checking that this doesn't change anything through that nice length in the spine, and if it does, maybe just bend the knees a little bit more. Allow the head to be heavy and relaxed. Nice. From here, looking between the hands, walk, step or float the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine, so hands from the shins, heart lengthens forward, exhale, fold. Holding onto elbows. Bringing awareness to your feet, where are they? Can the inner toe joints touch, or does that feel uncomfortable for your knees and hips? Do you want to space them out a little bit more? Whatever feels good for you, on your next inhale, just lift up all of the toes, spread them as wide as you can. Then place them back down on the floor, keeping the little gaps between the toes. On your next inhale, lift up through the inner arches. Feel that lift all the way through the knees, up to the hips. And as you exhale, imagining your upper body just toppling forwards, like a waterfall. Nice, releasing the elbows, gently bending knees as we inhale. Let's sweep the arms wide, come all the way to stand. Let's keep the arms sweeping high above the head. Exhale, let's take a fold. Fingertips maybe touching together or wide. Inhale, lengthen. Let's step the right foot to the back of the mat. Coming into a lunge. Inhale, sweep both hands high. So the back knee can be slightly bent if that feels better for the back, or maybe it can straighten. It doesn't compromise in the lower back sensitivity. Shooting the back heel back. Checking that front foot. Are those toes still spread? Is the inner arch still engaged? Nice. Exhale, bringing the prayer to the heart. Let's twist around, so right elbow coming over the left knee, and we're going to look over the left shoulder. So press the prayer into your heart, into the sternum. So thumbs are maybe touching that sternum and you're pushing the left hand into the right to just deepen that twist even more. Nice. Inhale, open the arms. That little bit more. And then this twist is how we really do shotsify the body. So use the breath even more, squeeze out the last of the air, massage those internal organs. On your next inhale, you're going to cartwheel the hands, open up into warrior two on the other side. So facing the long edge of the mat, hips are in line with the long edge of the mat, left toes pointing forward, right toes in line with the short edge. Inhale, sweep the left arm over, right arm comes forward. Checking the hips aren't twisting. Imagining if you had those lights on the front of your hips and pointing toward the side of the room here. Nice. Inhale, coming up. Left elbow to left knee, right arm longer. If you know any other variations, bring the hand down and if you're ready for this, feel free to do so. Otherwise, let's push that outer back foot into the ground, the outer arch. Lifting both arches on both feet and really feel that reaching with that hand. Keep the breath going. Nice. Inhale, lifting up. Let's come into a reverse Trikonasana. Into the left. Gaze can be to the left hand. Maybe the next just totally relaxed. A nice way of doing this. Inhale, lifting up, reach forward more. Then drop that left hip, cut the hands, Trikonasana. Gaze up to that right hand. And then we inhale, feel the length through the spine. We're aiming for that left hand to come down to the big toe eventually, without allowing the integrity of the hips, that long lengthways facing hips, to be sacrificed. Nice, 2 more deep breaths. From here, we're going to rotate the body to face the front. So right hand is coming down. We're going to just bow over that front leg. So back heel is just coming in slightly. The front's about 45 degrees. We're going to inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Option to hold onto the elbows here. Maybe if the arms are feeling really flexible, bringing the prayer behind the heart, lifting the elbows away, and then taking the fold, taking pyramid pose. So checking the neck is an extension of the spine, everything you're on. Pinching in. Long, deep breaths. Beautiful. Exhale, relax the hands. Right hand down beside the left foot. Inhale, sweep the left hand to the sky, taking your twist. Checking both hips are facing in line with that short edge of the mat. If you want to hold onto your shin or any piece of furniture to make it feel better for you, do so. Really nice. And here, inhale, coming up into a high lunge. I'm going to go into a little flow here. I'll run you through it and then we can see how you'd like to go in your own room. So we're going to inhale, come into a high lunge twist. So left hand comes back. The right arm's reaching forward, the gaze follows the left hand. And just finding your grounding. And as you inhale next, the left hand's going to sweep forwards. We're going to bring the knee up to the chest, holding onto the knee. On your next exhale, once you find your balance, grounding into the left foot, right hand is going to come back. The gaze is going to follow that right hand. There's an option here. Hold on to the big toe and straighten out that leg. Just judging, never pushing yourself too much, knowing your boundaries and what you feel like today. Nice. So we're just going to go through that a few times. Let's see if we can maybe take 5 of these in time with your own breath. So we can inhale, right leg comes back, taking the sweep. Inhale here, take 1 round of breath, and whenever you're ready, either holding onto the knee or coming back into that twist, left hand grabbing the toe, right hand back. Nice. Moving with your own breath, slow and controlled. Feel free just to hold the knee in this twist. This amazing thing I love about balance is that you literally can't think about anything else. You have to concentrate 100%. Great way to clear the mind. We're going to meet in our twisted standing pose, so maybe holding onto the knee or the big toe. Beautiful. From here, we're going to come into Paravita Chandrasana, so that twisted half moon pose. So right hand's going to cartwheel down, the right leg is kicking back. So right hand maybe holding onto furniture, maybe onto a block. Left hand sweeping to the sky. So shoot the right heel back, lift up more. You challenge yourself, maybe stay for 3 more breaths, maybe 5. Whenever you're ready, we're going to run through a vinyasa, so step the right leg back. Option to go straight into downward facing dog or child's pose always. Or be in our downward facing dog. Beautiful, so wherever you are, taking 5 breaths. And then looking between the hands. Walk, step or float the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to fold. Holding the elbows behind the knees, head is long and heavy. So then if you hold to really bend the knees in here, that's great. There's no right or wrong, it's giving yourself a cuddle. 1 forward fold. Checking any tension in the jaw, can you stretch that out? If there's a sound you want to make to let out any tension here. And releasing the arms. Inhale, coming into Utkatasana this time. Let's change. Bring your hands to the sky. Draw navel in, squeeze the knees together if the feet are together. Really nice. And your next inhale, let's step the left foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, sweep the hands higher. Good. Maybe lowering down a bit more. Let's inhale here, bring the breath to the heart, taking your twist over the other leg. Nice, taking 2 deep, full breaths. Option to open the arms for the last one. And as you next exhale, let's rotate the right hand back. Left hand cartwheels open up warrior 2. Nice, hips in line with the long edge of the mat. Feel free to adjust the feet if you haven't landed quite right. Nice, tuck the tailbone, draw the navel in. Gaze over the middle finger. Maybe squat down a bit more if you widen the stance. Let's challenge ourselves. Within a comfortable amount. That's lovely. Inhale, right hand sweeps over, left hand forwards. Gaze to the right fingertips. Drawing navel in. Lengthen the space between hip and ribs. Inhale, let's cartwheel this again. Right elbow to right knee, Parsvakonasana. Option to deepen, take any other variation. Outer edges as the feet pushing down, lifting arches, spreading toes. Nice. As you next inhale, straightening everything, coming back up, reversing the Trikonasana. Checking we're not hinging into that lower back. Can we activate the core still here? Keeping everything strong and long. Nice. Inhale, coming back up. Reaching right hand forwards, cartwheel. Trikonasana. Just noting any differences between left and right sides here. There might be one side you feel so much more balanced on, so much more flexible. And that's okay, we're just noticing without judgment. Both sides are great. Beautiful, let's inhale. And as you exhale, folding forwards over that front leg, just adjusting the back leg. Coming into your pyramid pose, taking more variation with your arms, really holding onto elbows. Maybe prayer behind your back, really wishing for the hands to be as high as you can, pushing palms together, lifting elbows away from the ground. And then exhale, fold over the leg without arching the back, keeping long and strong. You're going to take 3 more breaths here, and then lower the left hand and take your twist into the twisted Trikonasana. I can just hear that someone's locked out, so bear with me. Apologies. Lovely. On your next inhale, sweep the hands high, coming into high lunge, so bending the front knee, reaching up. Maybe laying the back heel, so we're going to come from here into our twisted high lunge. So keeping the core really strong, everything nice and tight here. Exhale, right arm reaches up, left fingers forward. Gaze is towards that back thumb. And on your next inhale, we're going to come forwards, holding that knee. Good, nice. And as you inhale next, sweep the left thumb over. Gaze towards that thumb, option to hold onto that toe and straighten that leg. Nice, just finding a variation that feels good. Or just flow through that in your own time. So left arm cartwheels, stepping back, high lunge twisted. Or exhale, maybe you can catch the big toe, keeping the leg straight. Beautiful. Use your breath, use your rhythm. Guide this. No pressure to hold onto the big toe, just holding onto that knee. Nice. Well, on the next one, we're going to pause here, holding onto the big toe. Getting ready to come into our twist. We're basically doing the same thing, but with one hand on the ground. You're going to inhale, left leg shoots back, other left hand finds the ground as the right hand sweeps to the sky. Finding that long, deep, flowing breath. Staying with the pose a few more breaths, really reaping all the benefits here. Embracing the sweating, the wobbling. Exhale, toes down. Optional Vinyasa, child's pose, down facing dog. Well done, everyone. Breathe into the heart deeply. Exhale, roll over the toes, down, facing down. Good. Unless you're super keen to stay in your downward facing dog or take any other variations, let's find our child's pose. So bring the knees wide, in the toe joints touching forehead to the floor. Just going to mute something quickly. Just breathing into that connection at the forehead to the floor. Nice. From here, just going to keep the elbows out in front of you. Lift up onto the knees. An option here to come into dolphin pose, so lifting the hips. And maybe the heels are far off the ground here, aiming for the ears to be in line with those upper arms. Keeping the tension, maybe exhale, lower the heels. If this feels strong, just come into downward facing dog. This is excellent for really strengthening the shoulder muscles and the core. We can take 2 more breaths. We're going to go into a dolphin, which is riding those waves, so bringing your nose all the way over your fingertips on your next exhale. Inhale, lifting up. Let's see if we can do 4 more of those. Really nice. And then on your next exhale, let's lower the body all the way down. Then coming to Sphinx pose, elbows under shoulders, breathing into that heart, just stretching out the belly, point the toes behind you. Really lifting one leg and just gently rotating the kneecap inward slightly. Finding length through the sternum. Gently tucking the chin. Let's do something just to relax up the shoulders. Bring up hands shoulder height. Inhale, peel the spine up. Taking a striking cobra, right shoulder to the center of the mat, lifting over that elbow. Inhale, sweeping. Exhale, left shoulder down. 3 more. Time with your own breath. Moving as consciously and fluidly as you can. We'll find our center, bringing hands underneath the shoulders. Whichever way feels good for you. Let's find our downward facing dog. Maybe push the ground away, move into your plank. Lifting there. Bring my head to be heavy. And we can all the way into our seating. Drawing the knees in. Keep this off the floor a tiny bit, making yourself into a little C, forehead to the knees. Really closing the eyes. Inhaling and come up. Reaching your hands forwards. And begin to lift the shins off the ground. So feel like the heart is lifting here. Fingertips reaching back. Nice. On the next inhale, sweep the left leg up. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale. Squeeze 3 more. Take 3 more breaths. Option to keep the legs bent here and straighten them for those last 3 breaths. Reaching forward, heart up, feeling and embracing those shaking, sweating, the aching. Beautiful. Exhale, draw the knees in. Let's take some rolls up and down the spine. So just allowing the rolls to massage the muscles just beside the spine rather than rolling on those spinous processes. And then from here, option to come into happy baby pose. Where your hands are holding into your shins or the outer edges of your feet. Or to keep rolling all the way into your halasana, so your feet are over your head. Maybe you're entering your hands behind your back. Maybe you can point the toes into the full expression of pose. There's a feeling of the tailbone lifting here. It's actually more of a back bend than a curve. Anyone wanting to come into an inversion today, fingertips pointing towards the sky, so putting the lower back, neck remaining so straight, and then see if you can lift the legs together all the way to the sky. Feet, shoulders, hips in line. Lift the toes a little bit higher. Breathing deep. Flaring the toes. Option here to bring the soles of the feet together, diamond pose. Checking the neck doesn't feel any strain coming out whenever feels good for you. Nice. And bringing knees to the forehead. Resting here for a few moments. Between the toes. Allowing the hands to come down round, rolling all the way out. Good. Feet are finding the floor. Let's inhale whenever your spine is okay. Feeling it up into your bridge. So feet are about hip width apart. Fingertips might just be able to touch the heels. Lifting up. So feel as the heart is reaching that way away from you, away from your feet. So push the feet into the ground more. Some of us will stay here, some might want to bring the hands just beside the elbows, the ears. Push the elbow, lift them into a full bridge. Forward. Keep breathing here, maybe taking 5 more breaths wherever you are. Aiming eventually in the wheel to straighten both arms and legs. Breathing. Moving is enjoying wherever you are. Sometimes I don't enjoy the wheel fully, but I know the benefits after are just so energizing, so heart opening. It's worth a bit more effort at a time. Whenever you're ready, lower down onto our backs. Bring the soles of the feet together. One hand to the heart, one hand to the belly as we began. Just closing the eyes, allowing the breath to settle. The breath is becoming really soft and gentle now. We're not forcing it or forming it in any way. Maybe you can find a way to lengthen the spine on the ground. So shuffle your shoulders up a bit. Yet keep them squeezing down towards the sacrum. Lovely. With the exhale, just feeling the softness. Bring knees together. Let's finish with a final twist. If there's another pose that's calling you, I love to finish with the eagle legs twist. So my right leg wraps around the left a few times. Lifting up your hips so that they shift slightly to the right to allow the spine to remain in line as the knees fall to the left. So the right arm reaches away. Aiming eventually to get the shoulder and the knee to the ground. So I'm twisting the legs here, twisting them the other way around, taking your twist the other way. Bring your hands at the shoulder height away from you. If you can just, you can see me doing this. We're just going to take the spine through some gentle movements and just squeeze your knees together. Shins are about parallel to the ground, hands parallel to the shoulders. You're going to squeeze the knees and exhale. Allow the knees to fall to the right, but just hover them an inch here as the gaze follows the left hand. Inhale, coming back up to center. Exhale, twist the other way. Inhale, back to center. Twist around. Take 10 rounds of this. This is an amazing pose to assist digestion and detoxification. So doing this entirely with your breath is essential. So as you twist, you exhale, the gaze flows the other way. Inhale, exhale, other way. So to in this pose, you keep squeezing the knees together, no daylight coming through. As you twist, you exhale, the legs straighten. Inhale, we bend them to come back to center. Exhale, twisting the other way, so straightening the legs. If this doesn't feel good on the spine, keep those knees bent. Six more rounds. Three more rounds. You might feel the belly just gurgling a little bit, making some noises as some massage is helping it to release, helping the food along the way. Last round. Beautiful. And as we come to the last one, we're going to straighten the top leg. Maybe the top hand can hold onto that toe. If it doesn't matter at all. Another option for the back hand to hold onto the back toe. And again, if it doesn't, that doesn't make any difference. Suppose you're just reaching the arms out, the legs in opposite directions. Take 5 deep, long, slow breaths in. So we'll take this round the other way. If you're ready. So left leg straightening out, right leg behind. Maybe you're grasping both big toes. Maybe legs are straight or bent. Find somewhere that's comfortable for you. And as you take your final breath here, drawing into the chest. So whenever you're ready, have a few more breaths of that position. You're finished. We'll take a happy baby pose. So release the spine. Happy baby pose does not feel nice for you. Hold on to the knees in whichever way does feel better. And closing the eyes. Maybe as you exhale, make yourself back into a little sweet shape, forehead towards the knees. If there's any final shapes you want to take before we take our Shavasana, feel free to take them now. Otherwise, find a nice blanket or something to cover yourself in if there's any chance you might be getting cold in the next few moments of Shavasana. The Shavasana being the most important pose, all the ones we've done today. You allow the mind to catch up with all the body has been doing and integrate it so that next time when we come to those same poses, so just feel that tiny bit easier maybe. A tiny little bit more familiar, if not easier. So whenever you're ready, finding your Shavasana, just lying down on your back, bringing your legs wide. So your feet are as wide as the mat. So legs are slowly relaxed, your toes are falling outwards. Maybe you can lengthen the spine a bit more and allow the shoulder blades to just gently draw down towards the sternum at the same time. Breath to settle. And once we've found our position, it's so we can commit ourselves not to make a single muscle movement in any way. It's almost as though we fainted. With every exhale, we just relax even more. We let go of all tension in the body. And we can feeling the muscles in the forehead melting. The eyebrows softly moving down towards the ears as they let go of their tension. And the muscles in the cheek to relax and let go. Now the neck, the back of the head to let go. To exhale, next exhale into the shoulders, the upper back, inviting them to let go. Relaxing the upper arms, the lower arms, the hands, the back and the belly. And relax the hips. Allow your upper thighs, backs of your thighs, lower thighs, knees, your shins, the calves, all to let go. And your ankles and your feet. Just bringing the attention back to the breath. Gentle tidal movement. The breath in As we gently bring the attention back into the body. I'm just going to finish with the thought that we began with. We said that all the moments count. The quiet moments, the moments of boredom and solitude, the moments of sharing, the exciting moments of discovery, the moments of grandeur, the agonizing moments when we feel sad, angry, and upset. Each moment in time is equally important. Don't wait and hope for the one thing, the one person, the one event that will change your life, plummet you into the future and the life you desire. Instead, remember that each moment in time brings change, evolution, and transformation. And with that, in your own time, take a big stretch. Bring your head. You're stretching one leg long, the other leg long. Stay lying as long as feels comfortable, drawing your knees into your chest whenever you're ready to roll onto your side. In your own time, taking your time, you're meeting seated. We'd like to just bring your prayer to your third eye center, reminding us to have pure and loving thoughts. In your prayer, simple rock, reminding us to have pure and loving intention. Bringing your prayer to the ground and just taking a moment to give gratitude for your practice today, your strong and healthy body. Maybe taking a moment to send this amazing energy that you've created, this positivity, this higher vibration to anyone who might need it right now. Thank you all for joining me today. Namaste. Hope you have wonderful weekends.